Hello and a very warm welcome once again to Suwon, South Korea, where you join us at the Suwon Indoor Gymnasium for Week 2 action in the Volleyball Nations League. And here it is the host nation, South Korea, taking on Germany in this action from Pool 6, Week 2 of the Volleyball Nations League. Both teams come into this Week 2 round-robin encounter fresh off the back of monumental upsets during the course of week number 1. Korea bringing a record of 2 victories and 1 defeat, 2 wins straight after losing their opening encounter against Belgium in Ningbo in China. So relatively short hop compared to some of the other nations. But the upset win that they produced was a clean sweep 3-0 victory over the #1 ranked team in the world, China. The first win over the reigning 3-time Olympic gold medalists since 2010. Here we see Germany arriving. They arrive with a record of 1-2 in their first 3 games. But their upset came in their first game in Pool 4 in Barueri in Brazil. And they beat Brazil on home soil. So you see Korea with that 2-1 record. One of 7 teams with a 2-1 record. You see USA in that same boat, but they have 7 points as their defeat against Turkey went to 5 sets. So they came away with a point to go with their 2 3-point victories. Korea with 5 points because their win over the Dominican Republic also went to the 5th set, and the clean sweep win over China gave them 3 points from that victory. So Germany then at 1-2, 3 points for that win over Brazil. That was after losing the first set. Came away with a 3-1 win. One of the biggest shocks in volleyball history. Beating the 4th ranked team in the world. Because Brazil had lost just 1 of 21, their last 21 prior to that encounter. And their last defeat, other than the Olympic quarterfinal where they were defeated in Rio 2016, that was way back in 2010. As we see the player to watch from the German side, more on her in a moment. But Korea then preparing to face off against Germany for the 25th time at world level. And they are dominant in this particular head-to-head rivalry. Of the 24 matches that have been played, as the 2 captains presided over the coin toss a few moments earlier. The veteran Maren From and her opposite number Kim Yeon-kung, just engaging in that coin toss in front of enthusiastic support here at the Suwon. I was saying that Korea have won 19 of their 24 matches against German teams at major world level tournaments. Against no other opponents have Korea won more matches at world level. So from Germany's perspective, Korea very much a bogey team. There's the player to watch, the Korean Republic captain Kim Yeon-kung. Top scorer in week 1 for her squad with 60 points. And there's her opposite number in terms of being the leading point scorer for her squad. And that is Lippmann. Louisa Lippmann, the week 1 top scorer with 47 points, including 26 points against Japan in the 3rd round-robin encounter. Well, terrific support here at the Suwon Indoor Gymnasium. And home soil really is a fortress for Korea. They have won 5 of their last 6 major world-level fixtures at home, including 3 here in Suwon. They're unbeaten at world level here at this particular venue, winning 3 each in 1997 and the 2017 World Grand Prix. So Germany have it all to do when you consider Korea's dominance against them. And Korea, in the last 3 encounters against Germany, have come out on top despite losing the first set in all 3 matches. So, going to pause now as the attendees rise for the respective national anthems here at the Suwon Indoor Gymnasium.
다음은 대한민국의 국가 연주가 있겠습니다.
What a reception for the home team here at the Suwon Indoor Gymnasium. Terrific support, plenty of enthusiasm. Germany, who competed in their first week all the way over in Brazil, so it's been a long swing east for them. The officials are introduced to the crowd, but given that Germany have had such a long route to arrive here in Suwon, their powers of recovery are going to be tested. As Korea, their week 1 group in Pool 2 was just over in Ningbo, China. Whereas Germany, that terrific start over in Barueri, where they competed in pool number 4 along with Brazil, Japan and Serbia. After that enormous upset over the Brazilians, he drops consecutive matches, losing in straight sets against Serbia and losing 3-1 to the 2012 Olympic bronze medalist Japan. So Germany being introduced to the crowd, they're currently 11th out of 16 in the round robin standings. 3 points for that victory over the reigning South American champions Brazil, and then losing to 0 and to 1 effectively means that they have 3 points total, one of 4 teams with 1 and 2 records from the opening round robin week of play. Myron Fromm just introduced to the crowd, the most experienced player on the German team, who's the skipper. Louisa Littman, the week 1 top scorer with 47 points, including 26 in the outing against Japan. 23 spikes as well. Vanyak, 1.9 meters tall. Lenka de libero for the German side. So their confidence would have been boosted enormously by pulling off that victory over fourth-ranked Brazil. Fourth-ranked in the world, that is. Looking to get back on the right track now after 2 consecutive defeats to close out week 1 play in Pool 4. And once again, the decibel level threatening to raise the roof here at the Suwon Indoor Gymnasium as we prepare for the introduction of the home team. The captain, the team's leading scorer after week 1, Kim Yeon-koon. High-fiving the squad, but it's the number 4, Kim Hee-jin, who tosses that miniature ball into the crowd for a grateful recipient. Next is Lee Hyo-hee. Here is the captain now, just making her way out onto court as we're looking. Kim Soo-ji. Really is a terrific atmosphere. This place where they have been so strong over the years, Korea. They'll be looking to extend that trend at Germany's expense. Germany looking to create a brand new tradition as they go in pursuit of their first victory against the Korean Republic for 6 years. Well, the crowd reveling in the anticipation here. Korea, the host nation for this week 2 of action here in Pool 6 of the Volleyball Nations League. What a treat for the enthusiastic home fans to see their team 3 times during the course of week 2 action. About to get things underway here against a team where they enjoy a thoroughly dominant record in the head-to-head rivalry. 19 of the 24 matches have gone in favor of the host nation Korea here. Looking to extend that trend. Germany, of course, have other ideas. Given the recent results, one would suggest that the momentum is with the Korean Republic, coming into this on the back of 2 straight victories. Whereas after that terrific start against Brazil, Germany have dropped 2 straight games. We're underway, first set. And the effective dig sets up, or the bump sets up the skipper. And Kim Yeon-koon gets the first point on the board for the home nation. Just over the outstretched arms of the German tandem at the net. But a response in kind coming from the German flanks. Jennifer Geertes. The reverse set. Cute angle on that spike, right into the defenses, or the gaps of the defenses of the Korean Republic. And then an ace beyond the despairing outstretched dive of Lee Jae-young. Give Germany the lead for the first time. Terrific spike. What an acute angle. Hammered down on that one from Yang Hyojin. Rising high off the ground. No mistake with the finish. Well, it might be a little bit premature, but we've got something resembling pyrotechnics going off in the arena here already at the Suwon Indoor Gymnasium. Every point produced by the home team cheered to the rafters. The captain to serve once again. Nice defense from the captain. And now it's Germany with their final touch. Lippmann soaring high. Well retrieved from Kim. And after the longest rally of the match, it is the Korean Republic who come out on top. They extend their lead to 2. Nice set once again. And Kim's powerful spike, enough to secure the point. Deflected out of bounds. Yim unable to control it. Germany take the point and get the serve. So preparing to serve for Germany is Grunding. Oh, what defense from Germany, converging at the net to send back that spike. And it fell in an unoccupied space of the Korean Republic's defense. Schilzel with the decisive touch. Forceful spike hammered down from Kim Hee-jin. A set from the libero, Kim Hee-jin once again, and the German defenses continuing to repel the Korean attacks. And they take a 1-point lead. So here's Kim Hee-jin, but the block with Lippmann involved turned back once again. Delicate touches, delightfully placed from Lee Jae-young. Korea bring it back to parity. Shaped up wonderfully and then disguised the deft touch well. So the jump serve is too hot for Germany to handle. Yang Hyojin floating it deceptively, and unable to be controlled by the receiver. So Yang Hyojin, crescendo of a drum roll before she served. Big spike is an effective one from the German attack. Lippmann, the power-packed overhand slam. Fantastic elevation, and Kim unable to control that one in that little private duel between the skippers. So Germany with the reverse set. Spike off the one leg from Schilzel. Oh, terrific defending at the net from Germany once again. And Kim Hee-jin sees her attempted spike turned back by resolute defending from a tandem of From and Schilzel. So it's Lippmann with the serve. Germany leading by 1. Oh, complete miscommunication between the home team. And with Germany arriving at the 8-point juncture, it's the first of 2 technical timeouts. Germany leading by 2. Oh, we often talk about what an advantage it is to play at home, but trying to communicate in this cacophonous din must be a rather difficult task. As we see some, well, this is the final erroneous play set for somebody, but we've got Kim Hee-jin and Kim Soo-ji going away from the volleyball. We see some of the highlights from the opening exchanges of set number 1. Delightful touch from Lee Jae-young. But it's Germany who have the early advantage. Korea just not on the same page on their final offense prior to the technical timeout. So the athletes re-enter the fray. It's Lippmann preparing to serve. Germany leading 8 points to 6. Fantastic spike to produce the point by Lee Jae-young. And the Thundersticks in full flow here at the Suwon. All kinds of space to aim at, and she made no mistake with that precise put away. The set. No spike attempted. It's touched over by the libero. From with the touch over the net for Germany, and look at that for a spike, but the ball is kept in play by a terrific retrieval from Durr. Wonderful defensive qualities being demonstrated by Germany. Despairing dive once again is effective. It's responded in kind by Kim Hee-jin, and still the ball is in play. Sensational rally, the set. And finally, Lee Jae-young producing the winning play with an explosive bounce off the court and a spike that was too difficult for Germany to control at the net. What a point! Look at that for a recovery from Durr. A 40-second rally practically, 37.9 to be precise. Players showing terrific desire and athleticism, going to ground repeatedly before the winning spike was finally produced by Lee Jae-young. 3 points in the game for her now. Germany edge ahead by 1. So From with the serve. Well, it was easy pickings at the net because the attempted reception just floated invitingly for Germany to put away. 2 points. that's fantastic. My goodness. Striking like a frog's tongue to put that one away. Hanker at the net. Wasn't too far over the net, but just look how quickly she puts this one down. And here's confirmation. It gave the impression that it went like a bullet from a gun. And over 73 kilometers per hour. Well, not able to go over the net. Durr perhaps just lost her bearings a little bit there. In truth, it was a difficult angle to try and get the ball over the net by means fair. She was practically in line with the net. So Korea back to within one. Lee Hyo-hee preparing to serve. Oh, terrific retrieval by Na. Ball still in play. The set. Lippmann with a big spike. And he's unable to be recovered despite the defensive efforts of the Korean team. Lee Jae-young did her utmost to keep the ball in play, but there was no getting this one back. Lippmann with her second kill of the match. Good defensive skills being shown by both teams. Terrific block at the net from Germany. Terrific recovery by Durr to keep it in play. Lippmann with the smash over is kept alive, touched over by Kim Hee-jin. And finally, the point goes in favor of Germany. Korea only finding the net despite making contact. Now a challenge had been requested. And the crowd absolutely loving the action that they're witnessing here. They'll be convinced that their support will be a crucial component of any rally that the home team put together. So the call will stand. Germany preparing to serve, leading by 3. So Lee Hyo-hee, big spike at the net, repelled by Germany. And then the attempted spike from Kim Hee-jin is wide of the mark. Curving out of bounds to give Germany the point. So she takes a seat on the bench, checking into the game. So if that point has gone in favor of the home team, then yes, that's the score that should be on the graphics here. So no longer set point for Germany because the review went in their favor. Oh, terrific serve has put Pohl in a spot of difficulty, but Germany get the ball back over the net from the hand of Lippmann. Big set, recovered fantastically well by Durr. Germany hanging on. Korea with the set. And this, after putting Germany on the rack, Kim Yeon-kung closed the deal to make it a 1-point game here. Powerful spike, piercing the German defenses. But Germany did terrifically well to keep themselves in this point before the put away from the Korean skipper. So timeout once again. So Korea looking to even things up here. But the serve is long, and that will bring up set point. Lee Dae-yong putting that serve beyond the baseline to bring up set point for Germany for the first time. So Geertes with the serve. Korea keep themselves in the point. The big set, the touch, but it's out of bounds. But we saw Lippmann use that tactic to terrific effect earlier in the first set. But on this occasion, just to the right of the sideline from her perspective. Watched closely by the Korean players on that side of the court. Still set point for Germany. The captain to serve, Kim Yeon-kung. Lippmann up strong, and they take it. The first set goes to Germany in 32 minutes of play. And how fitting that Lippmann, Germany's leading scorer, over the course of that first week, closes the show with an emphatic put away at the net. First set is in the book, and it has gone in favor of the visiting team. They take it 25 points to 23 over Korea, and this is how they did it. Despite the efforts of Yang Hyo-jin, Louisa Lippmann placing that put away perfectly to give Germany the first set. Well, they had the upper hand for the majority of the opening set, did the visiting team. They led by as many as 16-11. Korea competed to keep it close, but having brought it back, couldn't get themselves in front in the closing stages. They conceded the opener 25-23. Some of the action then from set number one. Set where the leading scorers were the captains for their respective sides, both of them with 6 points apiece. Kim Yeon-kung and Maren From. Again, wonderful energy and enthusiasm from the German skipper. Lippmann, one of her 4 effective attacks at the net. As we take a look at the first set stats. Korea with the edge in spikes, but Germany so effective at the net. 4 blocks, more errors committed by the visiting team, but despite that, they have taken the first set. Really did so in pretty composed fashion as well. Now, bearing in mind the dominant record that Korea have over Germany, perhaps not too much panic, particularly when you consider that Korea have won the last 3 encounters against Germany, despite losing the first set in all 3 matches. Germany's last win coming at the 2012 World Grand Prix some 6 years ago. So Kim Yeon-kung rallying her troops as we prepare for set number 2 here at the Suwon Indoor Gymnasium. Place where the host nation are unbeaten in world level, but they've conceded the first set. And so we're about to get set number 2 underway with the serve of Jennifer Geertes of Germany. 2 points in the first set, including an ace from this athlete. Oh, terrific blocking at the net, my goodness. Grunding standing tall and timing it wonderfully. A team high 12 blocks in the first week of play, and that gives you an example as to why she produced such gaudy numbers over the first 3 matches. Clear communication from Germany as Hanke keeps it alive. What a spike, but he's kept alive effectively. Challenge at the net, touched by both teams. Germany now with the touch by From. Hammer blow spike from the backcourt from Korea. Lengthy rally this one. Another contact at the net, and it's Korea who come out on top. What a point, my goodness, that was sensational. On 2 occasions during the course of the rally, we had players from either side bringing the ball almost to a standstill in midair. But the fall favoring the visiting team. It's tied at 1. From big serve, and she's nodding as if to say yes. That was nice. From moved to 7 points in the game. So Grunding preparing to serve. Fresh off that point-winning block a few plays ago. Effective touches from the Korean Republic. Nice recovery from Geertes. Effective dig from Kim. But eventually, plumes of steam up into the air once again here at the Suwon, because it's Korea who claim the point. Terrific overhead from Kim Yeon-kung to move her to 6 points in the game. And she ties this thing up at 2 points apiece. It should be 7, excuse me, 7 points for Kim Yeon-kung. That's a real pile driver from Lippmann. No chance of the Koreans recovering that one. Time to set. Room at which to aim. Finding the knee pad. The defender on the other side of the net. Lippmann preparing to serve now. 5 points in the match for her. Well, that is gone in favor of Germany, so you have to say that it was well judged. Germany in good spirits in this second set. The set from Hanke, and it's Germany who come out on top to move to 5-2. Maren From once again from that hitter position, getting the deflection from the blocker at the net. So an early timeout taken in this second set. So here we get an idea of where Korea are placing their spikes. You see the 2 red balls, unreturned spikes. Excuse me, the blue balls, unreturned spikes. The red balls are where Germany have managed to keep it in play. So it's Lippmann to serve. 6 points in the match for her. The team leading by 3. Oh, the attempted spike from Park Jeong-gar. Way beyond the baseline. But a challenge has been requested. She was looking quizzically in the direction of the officials as soon as she played the stroke. No touch clearly. So the call will stand. Korea trailing by 4. Littman with the serve. Oh, the attempted recovery from Durr. Proving to be ineffective despite a valiant effort. Park Jeong-gar with the kill at the net. So Kim Yong-kun with the serve. So the clash at the net comes down on the Korean side of the court, point to Germany. It's a 4-point advantage. There's the captain with a flat jump serve. Oh, terrific put away. Yang Hyo-jin. Terrific finish at the block, at the net, the kill block. Just watch how quickly she gets off the ground there to touch that one over with 2 hands. 6 points in the game for her now. So, first of 2 technical timeouts then, with Germany having arrived at 8 points first. Yet again, they lead by 4 in this second set. So that's the serve going out of bounds. As we take a look at some of the action from the first set, where Germany kept their noses in front, closed it out to take it 25-23. Maren From with 6 points during the course of that opening set. She's moved on to 8 and is still her team's leading scorer, 2 ahead of Littman. So Germany with a 4-point lead. As Scherzel with the serve. Terrific put away by Park Jeong-gar. 3 points in the game for her now. Nice reverse set. Putting it between the German defenders at the net despite the touch from Geertjes. Well, it's another service error from the Korean contingent. Park Jeong-gar not able to find the court with that attempted floating serve. Well, the spectators and the cheerleaders still working overtime in an effort to rally their squad. Not panic stations yet, of course. So the point favors Germany. Kim Soo-ji just asking whether there's been a net violation, and indeed a challenge had been requested by the Korean team. So much going through the minds of the coaches. No fault has been committed, so the call will stand. Point goes in favor of Germany. Lead by 5. Korea have been the 5-set distance once already this tournament. Beat the Dominican Republic, the 9th-ranked team in the world, in their second round-robin encounter in Pool 2 in Ningbo, China last week. 2 hours, 23 minutes that set took. Not clear, of course, whether that's going to be the case in this contest. Still plenty of time left, but Germany the advantage that they demonstrated and indeed capitalized on throughout the course of set number 1. So it looks as though the score is going to be corrected from the 10-9 that shows in on the box score. Excuse me, from the 10-5 that shows on the box score in favor of Germany to 9-5. Just wait confirmation. That's what we're showing in the arena. So Germany with the serve. Korea celebrate, claiming that point to move back to within 3. Korea 6, Germany 9. Well put away at the net by Grunding. 12 points against Brazil in the opening game of the Volleyball Nations League, where Germany produced that massive upset as Geertjes prepares to serve. 2 points in the game so far. Serve is fast and flat. Oh, what a play from the Korean captain, Kim Yong-kung, celebrating that one. Not all force and thunder, because that was the most delightful touch. Look at the disguise. And despite 3 German defenders clattering to the court, converging on the ball, they were unable to keep it alive. Point goes in favor of the host nation. They trail by 3. Korea with the serve. Terrific recovery by Park Jong-ga. Good defense from Korea once again. Backcourt spike attempted. And do Korea keep it alive? Yes, they do. They keep themselves in the point with some wonderful retrieval skills and then claim the point with a towering block at the net from Yang Hyo-jin. Dogged defending, turning out to be decisive. Look at this. Reflexes. The touch over the net from the captain. And then the captain in the vicinity of the block, claimed by Yang Hyo-jin. 6 points in the match for her now. Korea trailing by 2. But another service error committed by Korea. And that momentum, which really brought the crowd back into the game and gave them something to cheer about, it's just been snuffed out in rather meek fashion by putting a serve beyond the baseline. Germany lead by 3. take that advantage to 4 now. With a beautifully timed block at the net from the captain. From moves to 9 points in the game. That her second effective kill block at the net. Along with 7 successful spikes as well. So Grunding preparing to serve. The team up by 4. Big spike comes straight back over the net. And from that position, well, Germany were always against the ropes. Kim Yeon-kung, the captain, trying to rouse the crowd and inspire her teammates once again. This came down with so much speed that Grunding couldn't control it. It sailed back over the net invitingly for Korea. And Hanka couldn't keep it in bounds. Oh my goodness, that's a highlight reel spike from Schürzel. Almost came down vertically. Germany with a 4-point advantage. Not a prayer for Korea to get any body part on that one. Such was the speed at which it was hammered into the court. Well, you have to admire the effort being put forth. The libero, Hyun Jung-na, going to ground. Na Hyun-jung going to ground. Timeout requested by the Korean coach. His team are trailing by 5. So Louisa Lippmann preparing to serve. Well recovered by Na. Germany think that they have claimed that point. Korea launching another challenge. And on this occasion, there is a touch. So the call will be overturned. That gives the crowd something to cheer about. As the captain, Kim Yeon-kung, leading scorer for her team with 9 points in the match so far. Oh, and it's an ace, and look at the delight on the face of the captain, having produced an unreturnable serve as her opposite number, Maren From, elected to watch this one, only to see it bite the sideline. Oh, that's a terrific put away once again from Schürzel. Spikes in close succession. They've come down as though fired from a cannon. Terrific speed, steep angle, and no chance for Na to get a hand on that one. Germany lead by 4. That's well put away by Lee Jae-young. Jae-young with 5 points in the game now. Third leading scorer for her team in this match. Dig at the net. Elevating high and putting that one away off the hand of an outstretched defender is Yang Hyo-jin for Korea. Korea close to within 2. Good read on the defensive side of the ball from Korea to turn back that spike. And there was absolute jubilation among the Korean contingent and the fans. They are back to within 1. Imagine what it's going to be like if they get to parity or go ahead on the scoreboard. .80 kilometers per hour on the kill at the net from Kim Young-kung. 11 points in the match for her now, on her 9th successful spike. Energy just coursing through the crowd here at the Suwon Indoor Gymnasium. The body language from the Korean captain and her comrades suggest that confidence is sky high, and they've got the bit between their teeth as they try to get themselves on the scoreboard in terms of a set. They brought it back to within 1. Terrific tussle at the net once again. It's bumped high in the air by Hanke, but the point has gone in Germany's direction. Lippmann in the thick of it once again. And just so a challenge launched by Korea once again at the conclusion, or the apparent conclusion of that point. So is it an attack line fault that is being committed? That's what Korea are hoping for. Well, there's confirmation that the elevation began behind the attack line, so no fault. Is Park Jung-ga. Really found her range on her attempted spikes, Kim Hee-jin. Going over on that reception. Caught Germany unawares a little bit. Big spike is dug out effectively by the libero. Dogged defending by Korea keep themselves in the point. But the crucial touch came from the German captain, Maren Fromm, giving her team a 5-point advantage. All smiles as she makes her way to the net. Well, that's a terrific recovery from the libero Yim Myung-gok. And Fromm was set perfectly and made no mistake with this delicate put away. Reading the defense very well indeed. And despite the players touching it, Fromm was already celebrating. So technical timeout. And the mascots and the cheerleaders working the crowd up to fever pitch here. No doubt enjoying the action. They'll be hoping for a turnaround on the box score, because it's Germany with a 5-point advantage in this opening set. So Geertes with the serve. Coming together at the net once again. Yang Hyo-jin securing the point for the home team. 3 points in the game for her now as the captain, Kim Yeon-kung, prepares to serve. Well, here should be an easy set for Korea. Can they take advantage? No. Well, yes, they can. I thought for a moment that the set wasn't high enough, but the spike was forceful enough from Yang Hyo-jin to cause the attempted block by Marin From to go out of bounds. Korea trailing by 3. Kim Yeon-kung with the serve. Lippmann claiming that it was touched, or asking whether it was touched, but no, it's a spike that has gone long. So Korea continuing to close the gap. Action at the net once again, kept alive by Park. More effective blocking from the German front line at the net. Crafting a spike out of that one. Terrific play by Lee Jae-young. Germany defending tenaciously. Backcourt spike attempted and put away to bring Korea back to within 1. Tantalizingly close to that line which bisects the backcourt from the front court. But it was an accurate put away by Kim Yeon-kung, the captain. Timeout. Korea back to within 1. Trailing by 5.
Konfliktzone nicht zu groß zwischen 6-1. Es ist besser in die Konfliktzone rein, als an die Seitenlinie ran. Okay? Dann in Angriff. Ja, jetzt probieren an der Linie zu arbeiten. Es gibt 2 Meter Linie Platz. Ja, los, sauber. Deutsch!
Well, fans of all ages enjoying this afternoon volleyball action here. What a competitive encounter they're witnessing. As Kim Yeon-kung with the floating serve. Big spike is of the emphatic variety from Lippmann. Checking into the game. As Korea makes substitutions. Is Na Hyun-jung. So Grunding preparing to serve. Oh, terrific play at the net by From. Korea's defenses just split apart a little bit. From found the gap terrifically well. There's the set. Fantastic accuracy once again on the put away. Germany leading by 3. Grunding to serve. Well, Germany not out of sight by any stretch of the imagination, but they're edging closer towards the 25-point total. That would give them the first set. If it gets to 25, beyond 25 has to be 2 clear points. Korea with the timeout, just trying to claw back the momentum that is tilted in Germany's favor. Because they will want to claim this first set, which would really send the crowd into a frenzy. Make life more difficult for the visiting team, one suspects. So the serve from Grunding. Service error gives Korea the point. and the serve. They're trailing by just 3. So how welcome would a run of points here be for the home team? That fast serve. Oh, terrific finish from Frum. He was skipping in celebration. 31 years of age and still full of vitality, energy, and most crucially, enthusiasm. And that's well judged by the Korean players out on the court. Just allowed the ball to land. From the Korean perspective, it was on the correct side out of the line, i.e. it was out of bounds. So Park Jeong-ga with the serve. The set. Schilzer with the spike at the net. Oh, Lippmann has it turned back, but Germany still in the point. Lippmann elevates once again, has it blocked once more. The point goes in favor of Germany. Korea with the net violation for contact with the ball. That's a wonderful point. The first denial. And then confirmation of the call. So Korea competing with everything that they have within them. Just first of all, the task would be to get back to even terms in this first set. They're currently trailing by 3. Good recovery in the backcourt by Lee Jae-young, but Germany took advantage of the scattered Korean defense to come away with the point and recover the serve. So Germany in a really commanding position on the scoreboard now. How they would love to take it with a run of 3 successive service points. Well, Schilzer only finding the net with her serve. Korea with Kim Soo-ji trailing 19-22. Oh, the bounce off the net cord has favored the visiting team. And despite her efforts to contort herself to keep that ball alive, Lee Dae-young just couldn't find a teammate with the attempted reception, the attempted touch. So, Imudu with the serve. Nice dig by Geertes. But Korea claimed the point, bisecting the German defenses. Find a space that caused the ball. Touchdown on court. Trailing by 3. Germany within 2 points of the first set, but given the back and forth shifts of fortune we've experienced in this opening set, we could well be going to 2 clear points. So, Germany having arrived at the 16-point juncture first. It's the second technical timeout of this second set. This is taking on a very similar pattern to set number 1, And Germany always kept their noses in front. Korea competed doggedly to get themselves back. Always within touching distance, but never got themselves in front. This second set, you just see that pattern repeat itself. Still a long way to go until the 25-point winning line. But Korea will be keen to get a run of points together for themselves, but this is an incredibly keenly contested affair. Schilzel with the serve. Deep bump from Yim set up the push over the net. Oh, terrific play. Kim Soo-ji with the kill. Not high speed, but perfectly placed. Bring her team back to within 2 points in a match for her now. So Park Jung-ga serving. Backcourt spike is dug out effectively by Na. Touched over but turned back effectively by Lee Hyo-hee. This attempted spike from Lippmann. Germany were just pulled apart a little bit. And the block at the net proved to be decisive. Time for Korea to set once again. Oh, that is sensational from the backcourt. Kim Yong-kung taking off behind that attack line and edging her team ahead. 17-16, elevating off 2 feet and finding the space efficiently and effectively. 10th successful spike now for Kim Yong-kung. And then the block at the net sees Korea putting the run of points together that I suggested they needed earlier on. This crowd really getting into this now. What a block at the net from Kim Soo-ji. Second kill block of the game. We saw her put one away with a spike just a few points ago. So Korea with a 2-point lead. Backcourt spike is turned back. Lippmann gets herself back into position. Oh, what a point from a seemingly disadvantageous position. Korea come away with it. It was a backcourt spike with the ball practically at net level, but look at this. Able to catch the gap between the tandem of defenders and Grundig. Grundig unable to provide the block. The deflection just falling into the space of the German court. Korea continuing to put this run of points together, causing Germany to call timeout. Well, there are the numbers so far on the Korean captain. Absolutely sensational. Floated serve. Lippmann with the spike. Na with the recovery from the libero. But Germany stem that run of points that Korea have put together to close the gap to 2. So Imodu with the serve. Standing at the net, Germany, but they've been put on the rack. And Korea capitalized. Terrific leap from Lee Jae-young. 7 points in the game for her now, and the crowd are chanting her name in celebration. Big spike. There's a point winner from Lippmann. 6th successful attack for Lippmann, 7 points in the game. As Germany staying within touching distance. Has to go over on this touch. Kim Soo-ji did so. The set, Lippmann with the spike, terrifically kept alive by Yim Myung-kok. Lengthy rally this one. Touched over the net by Korea, and the captain hammered back over by her opposite number, Lippmann, Hank From. But finally, it's Germany who come away with the point. They close to within one. Lengthy exchange on that occasion. Big spike from Lippmann, put Korea at a disadvantageous position, and then From was able to follow up off this set from the libero. And from this point, with Germany, who ultimately closed out the point. So we're all square, 20 points apiece. It's Korea who break the deadlock in their favor. So Kim Hee-jin to serve. Bumped over the net by From. A bump by the libero. From elevating, what a put away. Controlling her body fantastically well. We got a replay of that. Just see how she contorts it to reach behind her and produce this spike. Fantastic finish. From double digits in the game now, all square at 21. From with 10 points on that, her 8th successful spike. This second set being fought tooth and nail. Korea put a run of points together to get themselves back in front. But since that time, it's been back and forth. Only 1 point either way. Lee Hyo-hee with the serve, and the team up by 1. Oh, that is terrific from Lippmann. 7th successful spike. Her 8-point total. We are all square once again. I wonder what the speed gun would read on that particular put away. She's preparing to serve. Big spike at the net by Park. And we said it's just 1 point either way. We're getting closer to the 25-point winning total. If that 1 point either way trend continues, remember, we've surpassed 25. It's going to be 2 clear points required. Oh, it was an attempted sneaky dink over the net by Hanka, but it hasn't worked out, and it brings up set point for Korea. There's the disguise, the quick flick of the wrist. But it sailed beyond the sideline. Set point for Korea. And it's Kim Yeon-kung, leading all scorers with 14, who's preparing to try to take this second set at the first time of asking. So communication between the captain and her players. There's interaction between the coaches and officials over on the sideline. So Germany requesting the challenge. So no touch. The attempted spike bouncing off the net rather than the hand of a Korean player. And so it remains set point for Korea. Kim Yeon-kung will serve 2 aces in this match so far in her 14-point total, preparing to serve. Kept alive by Korea, coming in from the flank with Lee Jae-jeong. Oh, terrific spike once more. And Germany stave off the first set point. They bring it back to within 1, but it is still set point for the host nation. As From prepares to serve. It's a flat one. Well kept alive, squeaked over the net. Oh, terrific play from Germany to bring about parity. And we are going to a 2 clear point requirement. Have to admire the composure under pressure demonstrated by the visiting team. Faced with 2 set points, they have staved them both off to tie things up at 24 points apiece. Plenty of time for Korea to set here now. It is kept alive by From. Backcourt spike attempted, but it goes long to bring up set point for the 3rd time for Korea. Now, can they capitalize on this occasion? Lippmann launched the spike, but it landed beyond the baseline. Terrific retrieval by From. And that launch, that takeoff from beyond the attack line. And she couldn't control the trajectory of the attempted spike to her liking. So Yang Hyo-jin, 1 ace in her 7-point total so far with the serve. Flat jump serve. The bump, the set, the backcourt spike is a set winner. A terrific finish. Sees Korea take the 2nd set. And the Suwon Indoor Gymnasium is absolutely rocking. The 2nd set claimed by Korea. 2 clear points, 26 points to 24. And how fitting that the Korean captain, Kim Yeon-kung, closed out the 2nd frame with a backcourt spike that went through the air with high velocity. 15 points in the match. There's the running room for the captain, planting both feet, and boom! No chance for Paul to keep that one in play. And there, the moment that secured the 2nd set. We're all square, 1 point apiece, 1 set apiece. And given the trend that has taken place in the last 3 encounters between these 2 teams, one would suspect that Korea are feeling pretty good about things. There are the numbers from the set. Numbers that favor Korea. More spikes, more blocks, and forcing, or Germany making more errors during the course of that 2nd set, which Korea took by a 2-point margin. The first set was won by an identical number of points, although it was an identical margin of just 2. So this one could well be going the 5-set duration. If this trend of keenly contested sets continue. Very little in it between the two teams. Just 2 points in both sets number 1 and 2. Enough to be the decisive margin. And some of the highlights then from the second set. It's Germany, who had the advantageous position on the scoreboard for the majority of set number 2 before a run of points. And the teams saw Korea close it out, get back to within, close the gap, get back to level pegging. After that, it was nip and tuck through the concluding stages of set number 2. Just a point either way, as much as either team could muster. And then Germany did terrifically well to stave off 2 set points at the first time of asking, by retaining the serve and having the skipper, Maren From, secure the point on her serve. But ultimately, it was Korea who came through on a booming backcourt spike from Kim Yeon-kung to close out set number 2. And this was it. Hammering that one down. Gave her team the second set to tie this thing up at 1 set apiece. Set-winning strike from Kim Yeon-kung, the game's leading scorer with 15 points on 13 effective kills, along with 2 aces on her serve. So we are preparing for set number 3. It'll be Korea to serve, having taken the second set. Lee Jae-young will get us underway. Germany who take the first point. Lippmann moving to 9 points in the match. On that, her 8th successful spike. Well dug out by Dur. From the spike, but Korea touched over, and everything that's coming from the hand of Kim Yeon-kung is proving effective at the moment. Positioned herself well, but then disguised that so wonderfully to put it beyond the despairing dive of Geertes. We're tied at 1 point apiece as Kim Hee-jin prepares to serve. Oh, unreturnable. Geertes got a hand on it, but couldn't control it. Jump serve, twirling through the air on a pretty flat trajectory. So Lippmann ties it up at 2 points apiece. So Grunding preparing to serve. From in conversation with her coach. Germans experiencing a few technical difficulties with their technology. Touchscreen tablet not working effectively, or as the German coach would like, and that is what has stoked his ire. Able to communicate as he desires. First square at 2, Grunding with the serve. Big bump from Park. Quick reflexes at the net, see Korea come away with the point once again. And as you'd expect, on home court, every success enjoyed by the home team is cheered enthusiastically. Meanwhile, it's frustration over on the sideline for the German play caller. That's why touch tablet not working. Just a few problems with the functionality. From celebrating effusively, producing that spike. 12 points in the game for her now. Well left by Korea. Littman with the error on the serve. Korea who lead by 1. Well recovered by Littman, who had to get up and then produce the spike, but it's a backcourt spike. Somehow kept alive. Big bump from the backcourt from Germany. Littman touches it over the net. Oh, but that's an emphatic put away. Converging on the net quickly and powering that one down. But a devastating finish was Yang Hyo-jin. So Korea leading by 2, make that 3 after Kim Yeon-kung with the serve. So an unreturnable serve. Durr unable to dig that one out, Lenka Durr. So into the game, the 20-year-old Kimberly Drevniok. 5 points in the second match against Serbia in week 1. Her first action here in Suwon. Immediately into the fray, setting herself for another spike, and she finds the space on the court. Immediate impact off the bench from Kimberly Drevniok. Cute angle. And that spike. But it's Korea who claim that point to make it a 3-point advantage. What a finish once again. Cannon of a spike from Drevniok. Flying in from the sideline, approaching 89 kilometers per hour. edge out a 3-point advantage. Germany took the opening point of this third set, trailing by 3. We hit the first technical timeout of set number 3. So these some highlights from the opening set. The set that Germany ultimately took 25 points to 23. Kim Yeon-kung really came to the fore in set number 2, and that was the winning moment. Taking off from behind the attack line to close out that second set by the 2-point margin, 26-24. Drevnyuk has her attempted spike turn back. Set up for Geertes. Oh, delightful touch, but Germany keep it alive. They get it back over the net. What a retrieval. But ultimately they couldn't control it and keep it in court. But that just demonstrates the desire of these athletes. Nothing is a lost cause. Wonderfully disguised once again. The libero Durr hitting the court, so to her teammates. They got the ball over the net, but saw it drop beyond the sidelines. Korea leading by 5. It's an error on the serve that brings the hands to the head of Park Jeong-gar. Error on the serve, she can't add to her total. So Drevnyuk, who's made such a terrific impact coming in off the bench. Oh, what a block at the net. Right in the vicinity was the chief blocker, Lisa Grunding, once again. Ably assisted by Geertes. Germany back to within 2. Terrific defense at the net once more. Drevnyuk, who's come off the bench to get 2 successful spikes. We've seen that one blocked effectively. So Lee Jae-young, 7 points in the match. Durr with the bump. Germany did well to make an offense out of that one. Kim Yeon-kung with the touch over for Korea. That's dug out effectively by Park Jeong-gar. Kim Yeon-kung again with the decisive play. That's 19 points in the match so far to lead all players. Gives her team increasing advantage on the scorecard. Imudu converging on that one, but despite the efforts of her and Grunding in tandem, they were unable to turn back the spike from Kim Yeon-kung. So timeout called by Germany. We're trailing by 4 here in set number 3. Well judged by Germany. Lee Jae-young trying to find just the inside of the baseline. Instead, it's gone long. Service error. Germany back to within 3. Point goes in Germany's direction. Excuse me, in Korea's direction. To restore their 4-point advantage. Kim Hee-jin with the serve. Oh, that is some eagle-eyed vision if that ball has landed in bounds. But no, it's an error of judgment. Korea extend their lead to 5. The challenge has been launched. But Lippmann elected to watch it. Now is it long or has it bit the baseline? Fine margins either way. Maren from the captain watching that one. Oh, that is sensational judgment by Maren from. Tantalizingly close to the baseline, but the wrong side of it from Korea's point of view. Well judged by the German skipper. So Grunding preparing to serve. So Germany trailing by 3, Grunding with the serve. Far easier judgment from the Korean perspective, as that one seemed destined to be going long as soon as it left her hand. Far too much on it. So Lee Hyo-hee, the serve. From has it turned back. Terrific block at the net from Yang Hyo-jin. A third effective kill block of the game. Fantastic touch at the net. Superbly timed as well. Korea leading by 5. Lee Hyo-hee with the serve. Hits the net cord on the way over. And the attempted spike by From is wide of the sideline. Korea on a roll. Well dug out by Korea. Oh, terrific blocking at the net. Schölzel right on the spot. Sent over that spike, or sent back that spike that was coming in at an acute angle. Terrific positioning and timing from Germany. Stems a run of points that Korea had put together, trailing by 5. So Lippmann with the serve. Oh, that's a terrific put away by Park Jeong-gar. Reaching behind her, but still able to control that overhead. So a technical timeout then with the score at 16-10. The host nation having taken the second set in an advantageous position here in set number 3. Their energy level hasn't dipped since the start of the match. So some of the highlights from this third set so far. Kim Yong-kun has been absolutely sensational. 4 points to this point in the third set. 2 successful spikes, an ace and a block at the net as well. Drevniak made a real impact coming in off the bench with 2 successful kills. Couldn't find the range on that one. So it's Kim Yong-kun to serve then. Korea leading 16-10 here in set number 3. Well dug out by Geertes. Littman with the spike from the backcourt. Despite the efforts of Littman, couldn't contort herself to get a hand on that. The kill effective from Korea. They lead by 7. Terrific put away by Lee Jae-yong. 8 points in the match now for her. Jump serve from the captain defies the judgment of Maren From. It's pursed in exasperation there. One of those that gets away. So 20 points in the game for Kim Yong-kun to lead all players. And the success continues. A 9-point margin of advantage. The German coach still looking in consternation at that tablet that is giving him problems in terms of usability. His team just malfunctioning on court a little bit. Well kept alive by the libero. And then the momentum continues to shift massively in Korea's favor. Everything they're doing working right now. And they are riding this wave of momentum and energy to move closer to the 25-point winning total. How about that for a dig from Yim Myung-gok to keep her team in the point. That was ultimately put away in emphatic fashion. It's a double-digit margin of advantage now. Timeout called by Germany.
Lass die Diagonal angreifen, Diagonal verteidigen wir. Okay? Wir haben Probleme mit dem Bällen Zwischenblock. Das ist unser einziges Problem. Los, Mittagsschlag aus. So, Linie, geschlossen, fertig. Los, auf. Punch.
Kim Yong-kun, 21 points in this match so far. She's serving her team 10 points to the good here in set number 3. Yim with the dig. Clash at the net. Set by Durr. The point will go in Germany's favor. Korea have launched a challenge. So it was indeed a fault. Germany will serve at the conclusion of this timeout. Korea in a really commanding position on the scoreboard here in set number 3.
하나 이상 주면 안 돼. 마컷해 마컷. 정말 달라고 그래.
So Paul with the serve. Terrific retrieval, but it's in vain ultimately. Korea edging closer towards the 25-point winning total. Look at this effort. It has to be admired by Hanka. Got a hand on it, but couldn't control the direction. Another coming together at the net, and it's fallen on the Korean side. Almost had to defy geometry to get that one over. So Germany trailing by 10. Well, it's an unreturnable serve. An ace from Schilzel. Just acknowledging the error of judgment, Lee Jae-yong. Terrific block at the net. Stig Roth was in the vicinity. So too was Germany's leading blocker, Grunding. Looks as though it was Grunding who got the decisive touch. 3 effective kill blocks in the game for her. Germany putting some points together. Still trailing by 7, but it's another unreturnable serve. Germany still battling, their belief still intact as they attempt to close this margin of deficit to give themselves a fighting chance here in set number 3. Germany keep themselves in the point. Touched over by Korea. Oh, and they've been caught out by the deflection once again. And this is terrific tenacity being demonstrated by the visiting team, refusing to give up in this second set when they've been trailing by double digits on more than one occasion. So Schilzel with the serve. And that puts things back in Korea's favor. Park Jeong-ga moving to 10 points in the match. And that another effective kill at the net. And an ace produced by Park Jeong-ga, her first of the match. And Korea edging ever closer to the winning total. Well, Len Kader demonstrating some fancy footwork there, employing the foot, trying to keep it alive, but she couldn't do so under control. And so it brings up set point. Terrific hustle once again from Hanke. Lenka Durr scurrying after it, brought the right foot into play but couldn't clear her own head. And so set point for Korea. And it's an unreturnable serve to close out set number 3. Park Jeong-gar with her third service ace of the match, 13 points in the game. And Korea take the third set to lead by 2 sets to 1, having conceded the opening set. And they are continuing to ride this energy from the crowd and use it as an elixir to fuel their ambitions. Absolutely sensational scenes here at the Suwon. Korea leading Germany by 2 sets to 1, and this is how they closed out set number 3. Lenka Durr electing to leave the ball, as did Lippmann. She perhaps caught out by the non-committal of Lenka Durr, but that inaction resulted in an unreturnable serve, an ace from the hot hand of Park Jeong-gar. And Korea now lead by 2 sets to 1. Well, the crowd are absolutely ecstatic here at the Suwon Indoor Gymnasium. Unlike the first 2 sets, which were determined by 2-point margins, this a far more comfortable affair for the home team. Highlights from set number 3, where once again, Kim continuing with the dominant play she's demonstrated throughout this match so far. 6 points in set number 3, but even more dominant was Park Jeong-gar. 7 points in set number 3 alone, including 3 service aces. Absolutely sensational display from Park Jeong-gar, one of 2 Korean players who have scored in double figures. 13 points in the match so far for Park Jeong-gar. She closed out the 3rd set with her 3rd service ace. Stark contrast, Germany's players struggled to get points on the board. The highest points total coming from Schölzel on 1 block and 2 service aces. In terms of kills, highest number produced off the bench by Drevniok, Lippmann as well, but an altogether quieter 3rd frame from the German point of view. So they're going to have to rediscover their mojo. They had problems over on the sidelines, problems communicating with what they are calling technical errors with the technology. They're going to have to put the disappointment of that 3rd set defeat behind them now and try and get back on the same page if they hope to avoid conceding their 3rd straight game. Their 3rd straight match here at the Volleyball Nations League. And remember, they got things underway with that tremendous victory over Brazil. A massive upset, beating Brazil on home soil to get things underway in pool number 4 in week 1. Germany trying to avoid 3 consecutive defeats at a World Major tournament since the World Grand Prix. They suffered that fate in 2016 and 17 combined. The 4th set is underway. And it's Korea who get themselves on the board first. Kim Yeon-kung moving to 22 points in the game with a towering spike. 2.94 meters in the air. Good hustle from Germany, but then miscommunication meant that the effort goes Terrific hustle, but then just catching out, falling between Hanke and Grunding. Germany leading by 2. Terrific dig to keep that one alive from Kim Soo-ji. Point goes in Germany's favor. Kim Yeon-kung unable to find the mark. It's a wonderful dig to keep Korea in the point. Kim Yeon-kung just out with her attempted overhead. So it's Grunding serving. Germany trailing by 1. Effectively dug out. Oh, terrific retrieval skills from Korea. The ball's still alive. Kim Yeon-kung with the disguised drop shot. What a dig in the backcourt. And then Kim Yeon-kung closing it out with another emphatic overhead. All smiles among the Korean squad. 3-1 they lead now. And Kim Yeon-kung moving to 23 points in the match. It was a lengthy rally of rat-a-tat stuff at the net. How about that for another dig from Park Jeong-gar, but then the put away provided by the captain. Korea leading by 3 points to 1. Secret semaphore at the net from the front court players, sending the signals to Lee Hyo-hee. Oh, what a block! My goodness, that is a towering piece of defensive play from the captain. Kim Yeon-kung sending that one back. Lippmann, well, looking on in bewilderment, because how did this come back at her? Close to being a six-pack, but instead the forearm of Kim placed perfectly to register another block. Oh, Germany trying to get some inspiration from the play that they're producing here. From moved to 14 points in the game with that play. Trailing by 2, Germany. Oh, now is that well left? Or is that an ace? I think it's just long. Points have gone in favor of Korea. So preparing to serve is the captain, Kim Yeon-kung. Lippmann. Oh, no mistake on that one. That's the thing about this sport. One can't afford to have other players get in your head. She saw a thunderbolt of a spike come back at her. She continues to trust the process and do what she has been doing so effectively throughout her career to produce that point-winning play. Well left by Lee Jae-young. Korea lead by 3 here in set number 4. Set that Germany have to win. They hope to avoid dropping 3 straight matches here in the Volleyball Nations League. Kept alive, and under control. Germany still in the point. But then they're unable to retrieve that put away by Lee Jae-young. 10 points in the match for her now. So the libero, Pogany, was the player who was put under pressure there. So quick set by Korea, kept alive somehow by Hanke. Crucial touch from the captain. Now it's going to have to go over. Time for Germany to set. Met at the net. Korea doggedly keeping this one alive. Oh, what a block at the net. Lippmann sees it turn back by the terrifically timed leap of Kim Soo-ji. Her 3rd kill block of the match. Korea lead by 5. Technical timeout, because Korea have arrived at the 8-point juncture. Korea 8, Germany 3 in set number 4, leading by 2 sets to 1. here was plenty of time for the set. And that was a wonderful retrieval from Korea. But then this one, Lippmann given running room, but still unable to breach the Korean defenses. Kim Soo-ji returning it to sender. Body bump from her captain, having produced that point-winning kill. So the teams emerging from the technical timeout. The momentum in favor of the home team. They lead by 5. Korea serving. Good block at the net once again. Here's the set from Hanka. Ball still loose, but even Captain Fantastic can't claw that one back. Lippmann with the effective spike of 2 German players in double figures. The reverse set, and too hot for Lee Hyo-hee to handle, and that's why approaching 89 kilometers per hour. Somehow Korea get that one over. The set blocked at the net terrifically by Kim Soo-ji. 5-point advantage restored for Korea. Kim Soo-ji, leading blocker on her team in this match, doing a fantastic job. That's a deep put away from Lippmann. Germany. Crucial for them to retain their composure now and just take this a point at a time. Professional athletes, all of them, of course, they'll be aware of that more than anybody, not thinking about the outcome, just playing and trusting. From with the dig. Korea can't keep it alive, and Germany closed the deficit to just 3. Desperate attempt to keep that one in play by Lee Jae-young. Lippmann preparing to serve. 13 points in the game for her, tied with From as the team's leading point scorer. Fantastic execution on that one-legged overhead, elevating off one leg, Kim Soo-ji. Germany unable to keep it in play. Despite the efforts of Geertes. Backcourt spike is in play. Terrific overhead from Lippmann. From behind the attack line, still getting terrific depth on that put away. That is sensational, bisecting the Korean defenders and hurtling towards the corner. The compliment returned by Korea. Kim Yeon-kung, the captain, proving her points total to 25 on that, her 18th effective kill. She gives her team a 4-point lead here in set number 4. Oh, From taking all the frustration out on that put away. Set herself up fantastically, and then showing the ball no mercy. Towering into the air at 2.8 meters. To bring her team back to within 3. The The set. Perfect position for Kim Yong-kung. It's dug out effectively by Geertes. Oh my goodness! How did they fashion a winning point out of that? Absolutely sensational play from Germany. Lippmann catching everyone unawares by going down the sideline with that overhead rather than cross court, but finding the gap beautifully. Grunding to serve. Team trailing by 2. Delicate touch from Kim Yong-kung. That's long from. Lee Hyo-hee with the serve. Korea leading by 3. Backcourt spike isn't a spike, but a deft drop shot from Lippmann. Point-winning play all the same. Germany still showing that they're in terrific spirit here. Lippmann, 16 points in the match. 6 of them have come in this set alone. Germany unable to prevent. A terrific performance continuing from Kim Yong-kung. 26 points in the match now for the Korean captain. Again, her precision is to be admired. So Kim Yong-kung to serve. From with the reception. Lippmann with a big spike dug out effectively by Lee Jae-yong. So time for Korea to set. Backcourt spike is attempted. Point goes in Germany's direction. So from with the serve, the team trailing by 3. The set. And Lee Jae-yong gives the team a 4-point advantage. 10 points in the match now for Lee, all of them coming on effective spikes. That gives you an indication as to why, despite the efforts of Schilzel, it's point Korea. So Yang Hyo-jin with the serve. Well dug out by Lee Hyo-hee. Touched over and into the space of the German defenses from Lee Jae-yong. Lee Jae-yong. A terrific touch here. Very precise play to produce the point. 11 points in the match for her. Korea arrive at the 16-point margin with Germany trailing 5 points behind. Technical timeout, the second one of this 4th set. Korea won't want this deficit, Germany won't want this deficit to grow much larger, as it will see Korea close in on match point with the comfort of a considerable advantage, unless Germany can produce a run of points here. This point of the 4th set. The crowd have been fantastic throughout. No doubt as to who is at home. The Suwon Indoor Gymnasium absolutely rocking. Full of energy and enthusiasm. Unsurprising when you consider the level of volleyball that's on display. Oh, that's a terrific play once again from Littman, who continues her strong outing here in this match, and set number 4 in particular. 7 points in set number 4 in her 17-point total to lead her team in scoring. It's well dug out by Lee Jae-young and turned back at the net. But it's gone in favor of Korea. The attempted block sailing beyond the sideline. It was a triple block attempted by Germany. It wasn't too far wide of the mark. Oh, that is remarkable. My goodness, what a play. Absolutely sensational put away. Look at the angle created here. Geertes with the finish. Team trailing by 4. Geertes moves to 5 points in the game. Littman with the flat jump serve. Here's the set. Oh, terrific spike. Comes down like a hammer blow from Lee Jae-young. Korea positively bouncing down there on the volleyball court because they are edging closer to the winning line. Germany have got to stop the momentum. Korea are building here, and they are not going to do it despite that attempted overhead. Terrific defensive wall erected at the net once again. Checking into the game for Germany. Lee Jae-young with the serve. Backcourt spike is blocked at the net. The captain with her 6th kill block of the game, 29 points in the game, emulating and equaling the total that she produced against the Dominican Republic in week 1. Terrific play from Kim Yong-kung. Timeout called by Germany. Korea in complete control here in set number 4.
Okay, so wenn der Ball da ist, probieren einmal. Oder schnelle Ball, einfach schnell antizipieren. Los.
Well, the point has gone in Germany's favor. That is just what Germany needed. Trailing by 6. Korea 5 points away from victory. Preparing to serve is Lena Stigroth. Terrific point-winning play once again. It was a valiant dig attempted by Germany. The spike came down with such force that they were unable to control his trajectory. Kim Yong-kung play up in position for Korea once again. So it's Kim Soo-ji with the serve. Now Germany with the point. Attempted block at the net, landing out of bounds from Yang Hyo-jin. Good reflexes demonstrated by the captain of Germany to ensure that the ball didn't deflect off her en route to its position out of bounds. Oh, that is terrific play. Yang Hyo-jin moves to double figures in the game, threading the needle beautifully on that overhead put away. And Korea, well, their concentration is going to have to remain absolute. But the crowd anticipating that victory is closer, and that fortuitous net cord has edged them even closer to the 25-point match-winning total here in set number 4. Lee Dae-young with an unreturnable serve, prompting Germany to call timeout. They're trailing by 8. Korea within 2 points of securing a victory here at the Suwon.
Scheißegal, kein Problem, aber aggressiv bleiben. Gleich im Angriff. Jeden Ball, den wir kriegen, maximal hoch, maximal hart. Los! Deutsch!
So Lee Dae-young with the serve. The spike by From. Over the net from Korea with Kim Yong-kung, from Kim Yong-kung, the captain, and then blocked at the net to bring up match point. A terrific kill block from Park Eun-jin. What a time to contribute your first point to the match. Park Eun-jin sending that one over. Match point now for Korea. Kept alive by the host nation. Bumped over the net. The set. And still, Korea defending doggedly. They get it over the net once again. And now Germany have to bump it over without a good set. The captain, Kim Yong-kung, hammers it down. From is saying that it's deflected. And if it is, they stave off the first match point. But a challenge has been requested by Germany. So, will Germany live to fight another day? Here's the official review. There's the touch. And there's confirmation. So the outstretched arm of the Korean defender just getting the faintest of deflections on that overhead produced by the German captain From. So they stave off the first match point, but it's still match point for the home team. And it wasn't a textbook play, but it's a point-winning play nonetheless. The home team, Korea, make it 3 straight victories in the Volleyball Nations League tournament. They lost their opening encounter in Pool 2 last week, but now as the host nation here in week 2, they have made it 3 successive victories by defeating Germany in 4 sets. Terrific play, and rather counterintuitively, the trend of the previous 3 encounters continued, in that it was Germany who took the first set, but after that, Korea have taken 3 sets without reply to move to a record of 3-1 in pool play here in the VNL. They've extended their unbeaten run at world level at the Suwon Indoor Gymnasium. They have now won 6 of their last 7 major world level fixtures at home. And now it's 4 straight victories here at the Suwon Indoor Gymnasium, a veritable fortress for the Korean team. In this, their 25th match at world level against German teams. The domination continues. They have now taken 20 and extend the dominance that they enjoy, having more wins over these opponents than any other at world level tournaments. This is how the winning point was produced. The ball just falling tantalizingly beyond the reach of the flailing arms of the German defenders. But Kim Yeon-kung with another 29-point display, just as she did in week number 1 against the Dominican Republic. She leads her team in scoring yet again. And truth be told, it was a dominant display of volleyball, keenly contested for the first 2 sets, which were decided by 2-point margins. The first in Germany's favor, 25-23. And Korea took it 26-24. But in set number 3, it was 25-16. And it was a comfortable margin of victory in the end, as we enjoy some highlights from what was an entertaining pool encounter. Kim Yeon-kung, the leading scorer once again. The captain leading by inspirational example, and that was the match-winning moment, which saw Korea improve to 3-1 in pool play. Germany fall to 1-3 and have lost 3 consecutive defeats at Mørdwevel. So Germany still in search of a victory over Korea. Thank you for staying with us, and thank you for being part of the game.